Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to episode 10 of the QPR career mode. A little bit of a landmark, so thank you very much to everyone who has supported this series. It's been absolutely incredible to support. I didn't anticipate anything like this, especially, the first video at this moment in time of me recording is on about 2,000 views, which is incredible. So thank you to everyone who's watched any episode, left a comment, left a like, anything. I really appreciate it. I want to start off by saying I have a bit of a cough and a bit of a tickly throat, so if I start coughing and stuff, then I'm very sorry. And if I'm quite quiet or not very talkative, then that's why, just so you know. But just to prove it. To start off the episode, I'm just going to run through the games we're doing today. First of all, we have Bristol City at home, and then we are away away to Ipswich, home, oh no, that's the away game, away to Millwall, and then we start the transfer window. So on this day, I'm going to go through a couple of players we're looking at and stuff, just so you guys are aware. Then we're home to Cardiff. And then we're going to end the episode, hopefully, on a high with the Emirates FA Cup home leg to Tottenham. Now, that is going to be a massive, massive game. But we have 4 games ahead of us first to concentrate on. If people cannot remember, then I will remind you of our position in the league, which is, of course, top of the table. 3 points ahead of Fulham, thank God. So a big couple of games coming up, really, just to make sure we can maintain that position at the top of the table. Bristol City aren't doing too well, neither are Ipswich. Millwall are at the bottom of the table, and Cardiff are mid-table at the moment. So, in regards to, on FIFA at least, some games where we really should be picking up points, so hopefully we can do that. But I'm going to jump into the first game. I'll sort the team out, and I'll let you know my thoughts on the starting lineup. Okay guys, so here we are, just to run you through the team sheet before Bristol City. We have Smithies in goal, Robinson, Corker, Akpaguma and Georgian in defence, Grant Hall at CDM, Borashuk and Luongo at centre mid, Nori at cam with Brereton and Silla at strikers. So pretty much our starting lineup. Obviously the usual suspects on the bench, with Luke Freeman obviously coming back, not yet, but he might make an appearance on the bench in the next game, but we've got that to look forward to. But first of all, Bristol City at home. Here we are, boys, back at Loftus Road, home to Bristol City. It should be a good game. Looking forward to, hopefully, quite a strong turnout from us. And then that would leave us in a really good position in the league. So let's try and get 3 points. I've got a chance to maybe counter something a little bit here. Nori, we're going to find Silla, who just about wins it back. Brereton, surely he's just onside, right? Please? He is just onside, and he finds the bottom corner. Fantastic pass from Silla. Great run from Brereton, especially to stay onside. Because I wasn't 100% sure, but I'm very glad, obviously, that he was. But we do open the scoring only 7 minutes into the game. It's just nice build-up, really. We did really, really well. It was a nice counter. A bit lucky, obviously, there to win the ball back, but a fantastic pass from Idrissa. And then just bottom corner from Brereton. So, a really good pass, and this is what, 7th? It is 7th goal in the championship. Him and Silla with 17 goals, I think it is, between them. Fantastic partnership right now. 1-0. Oh, that was a good effort from them there. Again, I'm being quiet where I can, just to save my voice a little bit and try not to cough at you guys too much. But can we get rid of the corner? Just about. It's still in there, though. Oh, we're okay. That's a great cross in. Wow. If he'd got that on target, we might have been in trouble. But, again, not quite on target from Bristol. Borashuk, find that run from Nori. Go on, Nori. Try a shot from out there. It's not his best angle, but it wasn't a bad shot. Just wide. It was worth the effort. I think he would have been caught and then out-muscled off the ball. But he definitely worried the keeper a little bit there, but it didn't quite find its way on target. Hall finds the overlap from Georgian. We're going to whip this in. Back post. Look at that run. Fantastic run. But it is headed clear for a corner. Can we make something with this? Whip it in. We've got some tall players on the pitch, including Idrissa Silla. Good save from Steele. It's a decent effort. We're going to play a very similar kind of corner. A little bit nearer, though. Not quite. That's half-time. Pretty good in the end. I think after the way we started, a bit disappointing not to have kind of pushed on from there. But a lot of play in the kind of middle of the pitch. They got a lot of crosses coming in, which is their only real way at the moment they're causing any threats, sort of having it out wide and bringing it in. But I think if we can get a couple more shots, we test Steele a little bit more, then maybe we can cause a little bit of damage. I'm not going to make any changes yet, but I'll make a few sort of in the first couple of chances. First sort of 10-15 minutes in the second half. We've got a lot of men around the box right now, but Robinson does really well to get that off him. And actually now we've got a decent chance here. Idrissa, power through, mate. Let's go down. Who's this? It's Borashuk. We find Brereton. Oh, he can't quite get it past Baker. I probably should have finessed it at the close post, but missed my chance there. Can we maybe get something from the corner? Idrissa's up. It's a great save from Steele. Okay, nearly 60 minutes gone, and we're going to make a couple of changes. I'm not going to bring on anyone. I'm going to make a rotation game next game. So Jolek and Skoen coming on for Nori and Borashuk. Next game, I'm going to play a very, very different team. So sort of change about 5-6 of our starting players. So the likes of Washington, Shadipo, those kind of guys getting themselves a start. But this game, that means I'll give them a bit of a rest. But we do have Jolek now powering through that middle. He's going to turn and find no one. Okay, a slight change of plan, because it's actually showing their player as being down right now, but we've also had a player down in Idrissa Silla. So I've had to bring on Connor Washington. I didn't want to, not because I didn't want to play him, but because I wanted to rest him for the next game. So Washington coming on for Idrissa Silla, with about 20 minutes of the game left to play. Right, we've defended a free kick quite well here, and actually now we've got a bit of a... oh, no, maybe we still do have a chance. Oh, Connor Washington's very unlucky there. He's still fighting for it, though, and he wins it back. That is a great ball. Come on, Brereton. What a save from Steele. Fantastic work from Connor Washington. The fresh legs really paying off, winning 2 sort of little battles there. And then the great little pass. I've hit it straight at Steele there. All I had to do was go cross goal, and that would have been 2-0. That's my mistake for a bad shot, really. Oh, this is great. Look at the space we've got here. Who's this running through? It's Brereton. Come on, Brereton. He's not going to be greedy, though. He's going to find Luan. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, we get lucky. We get very, very lucky. Well done, Washington, for again picking up the loose ball. He's come on and he's just proven his worth right now. He's doing so well. It's kind of hard to leave him on the bench, especially as I do really like him in real life. But Brereton, not a bad layoff, but I made a bad choice there with making the touch with Longo. But well done, Connor Washington, for picking up the loose ball and getting himself the goal, making it 2-0. Is that his 4th goal, I think? 5th goal in the championship. So between our strikers, we have 22 goals. So those 3 players doing very, very well for themselves. It really is tricky to leave Washington out of this team. Oh, that's a nice little ball over actually to their striker. But they're playing it back, and there wasn't enough time to play it back. That is the end of the game. 2-0, a fantastic result from the boys. A really good game. A game, actually, where I think we did deserve more than 2 goals, like, thinking about how I played. But we didn't get all that many chances, if I'm brutally honest. 11 with 10. It didn't feel like we had that many shots. And if we did, they probably weren't that great. But another solid performance, and that does leave us top of the table. Okay, so I mentioned it in the last game, and this is the email that I didn't want to see. Idrissa Silla has sprained his ankle and will be out for 3 weeks. So, not ideal. That means he might not actually be back in time for the Spurs game. I really hope he is, but we have to maybe plan for him not being in the team for that game. So, bad news, really. Okay guys, I said I was going to rotate the team for Ipswich, and boy did I mean it. Look at that starting 11. We have got Smithies in goal, Baptiste, Onua, Paul and Furlong as our back 4. We've got a middle 3 of Goss, Skoen and the returning to fitness Manning. Then on the left we've got Shadipo, on the right we've got Jolek, and up front we have Connor Washington. Now this really is a changed side. I've got Isaiah Samuel on the bench as well, because I want to make sure I bring him on at some point, because he doesn't get to play all that often for us. But hopefully this team can do something. Let's find out. Here we are in the away game to Ipswich. Hopefully we can come away with another 3 points, even though we've got quite a changed side. But it does give some of the younger boys, some of the less played and picked boys, a chance to prove themselves. Let's go. Manning finds the ball through to Goss. We're going to try one with Goss. It's not his best stat shooting, but he does have a good effort. We find it across to Shadipo. Doesn't quite get it on target. If that had been bottom corner, we would have been 1-0 up. The keeper absolutely stuck to the spot. Oh gosh, that is a bad header, man. Just to someone in a QPR shirt is all I wanted. Come on, win it off them. Emmanuel Thomas, so close to scoring against us. Oh, that was so lucky to not score there. I thought they'd scored that. We've got away with one there. It's a good pass. Again, Waghorn on the edge of the box. Now it's in the box. We've got to stop the shot, which we don't, which is why they score. Oh man, that honestly, that goal has been coming. I'm not going to lie to you. They do really deserve to be ahead of us. We just haven't played very well. It's not even. I mean, yes, I'm playing a different team and a weaker team, really, that I would argue, but they've just outplayed us full stop. We haven't really done much when we've had the ball, and when they've had the ball, they've been really threatening. So just before half time, we do go 1-0 down, which sucks. That's half time. A bit of a disappointing half from us, really. Nothing really to shout about. I'm going to have to make a few changes, rotate a few things around to give ourselves any chance of getting anything from this game, because if we have another half like that, I'm not going to get any points. Okay, we've gone to a 4-1-2-1-2. We've brought Asai Samuels on at cam, Shodipo is at striker, and we've got Jolek at centre mid. I wanted to take Hall off because of his fitness, but I kind of want to save my changes for some attacking options if things aren't going our way. Hopefully, that can be a bit of an injection of pace and a bit of creativity up top. Let's find out. Asai Samuel to Shodipo. Can he get the goal? Good effort. Probably our best chance of the game so far. Do keep it alive though. Let's whip it in. No one tall in there. Not a bad chance. That's a great through ball. Connor Washington, surely. There it is. 1-1. It's been 10 minutes in this second half, and we have created both more and considerably better chances than the entirety of the first half. That there would never have happened in the first half. Great finish from Washington. A fantastic pass. I think it was Asai Samuel, who I started doing the training sessions with. So definitely paying off. But Washington showing that we can play a weakened team, but he is still going to pop up with the goals. That's his 6th goal in the Premier League. Come on, boys. 1-1. Okay, guys. 20 minutes left to play. I'm going to make a couple of subs. I'm keeping the defence the same, like I said I'd try to. But we are bringing on Cousins at centre mid for Manning, and we're bringing on Brereton up top for Shodipo. Hopefully, again, 2 fresh players off the bench, especially Brereton, to try and push forward and get a cheeky away win here. And actually, we find Brereton straight away. Can we make something here? Brereton, edge of the box. Who's that? It's Asai Samuel. Let's try and get it back to him. He's not got the best shooting, but we're going to try it. Oh, it's just wide. I probably shouldn't have finessed it because he's got low shooting stats, but not a bad effort. Got a man over here. McGoldrick tries to whip it in. Well done, Furlong, for getting it clear. 2 minutes added on time. Can we make one last chance? Washington over the top to Brereton. Touch that down. Oh, good effort, but Smith does so well to win that, and Brereton nearly picks up that loose pass as well. But that is the end of the game. We were very unlucky there. I think from the first half we didn't deserve a thing, but from that second half, especially the first half of the second half, we did play very well and actually deserved to get something from the game. So well done to Washington. A massive well done to Asai Samuel. He was absolutely fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you, he had an absolute blinder of a game. But a very even game. Just the shooting off target that kind of affected both teams. But let's jump back in. Hopefully, I mean, mathematically, we should still be top of the table. Okay, guys, just want to show you very quickly that Fulham actually lost and drew their last 2 games, so that does put us 6 points ahead of them. But Leeds, I think, won both of theirs, which puts them now 3 points behind us. But you can see very tight. I mean, it's 6 points between us and 5th, so it's very tight at the top. What we are about to play, I've already forgot, Millwall. So we are about to play Millwall. We're going to put some of the stronger boys back in there, because then we do have a week's rest for our Cardiff game. So I'm going to sort the team out, and I'll see you there. Okay, boys, here we are away to Millwall. Smithies in goal, Robinson, Corker, Akpaguma and Georgian all finding their place back in the back 4. Borashuk at CDM with Scowen and Luongo either side. Nori at Cam, Brereton and Washington partnering up top. A nice quick front 2 obviously with Silla still sidelined, but hopefully the pair of them can keep scoring goals. Let's find out. Here we are, away to Millwall, bottom of the table against top of the table. Hopefully we can come away with some good points here. Another strong team that we're lining up, so potentially a good game ahead of us. Let's find out. Oh, Luongo's in space. Luongo's going to try the shot. Good save from Martin. Maybe could have taken that a little bit further forward, but never mind. Oh, we pick up a bad pass there. Scowen up to Brereton. We're going to find Luongo, who's going to try a shot again. Edge of the box. It's just wide. That was so close to that bottom corner. I thought this time we had actually found it. Let's look from this angle how close that really was. Oh, that was just wide. We hit that bar just behind there. Nearly 1-0. We're doing well though. Playing well. We've got a corner right at the end of the half. Hopefully we can defend this just before half time. Smithies comes out and claims it well, and that is half time. Now, we had a really good burst right at the start. Some decent chances. Obviously, Luongo hitting that one just wide. But actually not too many chances to actually shout of. I mean, I think we had like 60% possession. Yeah, 62% possession. But didn't get much shots on target, which was the problem. So, I'm going to make a change or two. Hopefully it makes a difference. Okay, guys. Asaya Samuel on at cam for Nori and Furlong on at right back. Just because Georgian was tired. And actually, I'm not enjoying using Nori at the moment. I find him too weak. I know that there were people in some of the comments saying that our midfield is a bit too weak. And actually, Nori, as much as I'm glad that we bought him as a really, really nice gesture, obviously because of what's happened to him, it's just sad that he's not quite playing as well as we need him to right now, especially with how much he cost us. So, kind of sucks at the moment that he's not quite performing as we need him to. Oh, it's a bad pass from me, Robinson. I've given it straight away to Wallace, but Robinson does actually make up for it. So, fair play to him for that. And maybe now, we can maybe make something. Washington, find Furlong. That's a great pass. They're going to go to Asaya Samuel, who's going to find the overlap there. Who have we got shooting here? It's going. It's off the bar. That's one of our first decent chances, especially of the second half. Washington. I'm going to go back to Brereton. Asaya Samuel is making a great run. Can we find Asaya Samuel? We can, and he does find the back of the net. What a fantastic bit of play. He doesn't need great finishing to get that one on target. He does really well to send the keeper the wrong way. What a fantastic play from those front three. You'll see here Washington plays a great through ball out to Brereton, and then Brereton makes a fantastic cross to his credit. That is just out the way of the defenders, and Asaya Samuel does really well to send the keeper to his left when he was kicking it to his right. Well done, Asaya Samuel. It's the goal you've deserved over the last few games and episodes. First goal in the Championship, and actually, that is a big, big goal. And just to let you know, we've taken Scowen off for, who was it? Manning. It was Ryan Manning. It was mainly because Scowen was pretty tired, but also Manning now, especially, will be a nice pair of fresh legs in that midfield. Orishuk, we find Luongo. We've got a great run here from Furlong. Furlong. He's going to play the low-driven cross in. It goes to Washington, and it's in the back of the net. Very, very quick fire after the first goal. A great finish from Washington. I mean, for him to kind of kick that across himself like that is absolutely fantastic. It kind of came out of nowhere, hit a bit of a purple patch. Great cross in from Furlong, and then he just kind of had to get something on it and hit it across the keeper. That's his 8th goal, I believe now. Fairly sure it's his 8th goal in the league. Let's find out. Oh, 7th goal. 7th goal. Nonetheless, my memory is awful. I think that's actually matching Brereton right now. So Connor Washington and Brereton technically on par, and Brereton has had a lot more minutes on the pitch. Millwall whip it in and actually get a goal. Oh man, that was from their centre. I was quiet for a little bit there. Again, I thought I'd contain it, but I forgot who scored. Morrison, I think his name was. Doing really, really well. Basically exactly how we've just scored our last two goals. Whipping it in low and then just getting a touch to knock it past the keeper. Really frustrating actually, because we played very, very well. Sloppy defence from me though to not stop the ball from coming in. But yeah, Morrison, close post as per usual with goals against Smithies, I'm afraid. But that's his 3rd goal in the league. Now we've just got to hold on for the last 10 minutes. That's a good through ball. Oh no, Morrison is through. Corker, you've got to stop this. Furlong stopped the header, he couldn't, but Smithies is very, very comfortable with that cross. Lucky break there. Not long left now. This could be the last chance of the game. We've got to do well. And Manning coming on the pitch, getting that tackle and just drawing out that last bit of play. A fantastic result from the boys. The first half, sorry, was a little bit dead, a little bit boring, but the second half came to life and came to life well. Well done, boys. Massive, massive result. Again, I've got to give a massive shout out to Washington. Played absolutely phenomenal. Man of the match did go to Washington as well. Asaya Samuels played very well when he came on. And actually, a bit of a solid rock at the back was Stephen Corker. He did play very, very well. And actually, Darnell Furlong getting forward, especially getting himself that assist as well. But he got forward well and played very, very well. Let's go back and see how we finished 2017. Here we are, guys. It is the brand new year. It is 2018 in FIFA at least now. And we did finish the year at the top of the table, which is always good signs. 6 points ahead of Leeds and then 8 points ahead of the following pack. So that's really, really good for us. We're going to be up against Cardiff next, who are in 16th. So they've dropped about 4 places, which shows that, yes, it's a tight league, but also they're not in the best of form right now. Other slight news, Idrissa Silla did get Player of the Month in the Premier League, which is always great. I think it was on this one, just so you know I'm not lying. Any second now. Nope. Okay, let me just find it quickly. Club news. There we go. Player of the Month. It was Idrissa Silla. There he is. Player of the Month. Well done, Idrissa. Doing really, really well. It could have been any of our front three at the moment, actually. They're all in flying form. But I'm just going to show you very, very quickly some of the people we could be signing. So I've gone through all of the videos to make sure I did not miss a single player that you guys had asked or mentioned about, and so I'm going to run through the list now. First of all, we have this guy, Matrushkin, who looks good. It's someone we can't quite afford right now because we don't have that much money. We're very close to being able to afford a release clause or at least something around that value, but at the moment we can't quite afford that. Fructal won't be going because he's just signed for them. And same with Kutin. Bernardo we can't afford at all, so I was very ambitious, but it won't happen. This guy has just moved to there, so we can't sign him. And Babu, again, recently joined. Foyth recently joined. Blackett we could look at, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with our defence right now. So same with Decore, I'm not too fussed about getting. Asia looks pretty good. He's actually very, very tall, is something we could maybe consider at some point. A bit more height in the team. Keira, again, we don't need. Nelson, now he is very, very cheap. We have a lot of young wingers already in the club, and actually at the moment we're not playing the winger position that often. We're actually playing the cam position with 2 strikers. So Nelson is somebody I'm kind of interested in because we can actually get him up quite a bit in rating, and so eventually, even if he's just an investment, to then eventually sell on. But at the moment I'm not too interested in him just because I don't know that we need another winger. Gosling, I think, will be a little bit too expensive for us right now, especially as he is in the Premier League. Lansbury was recommended, and actually I think he is potentially a good shout. He can play all over that midfield. I know that he did, I'm fairly sure he just joined Aston Villa this year, so he might not be able to move again, but we'll find out. Then we've got Brannigan, Kelly as well in that midfield. Again, another good option, especially for that potential. And also we'd be buying him from a rival, so that's always helpful. Patterson was mentioned, again a winger, but he can play cam, which is why actually I did inquire about him. I think he's about 3 million, so definitely an option. Lawrence, obviously we would probably play at striker if we would sign Tom Lawrence. Zinchenko, I don't think I can afford. That was my recommendation though. Brooks would be phenomenal. Brooks is a fantastic young player, especially in, again, that cam position. So if I was to sign a new young cam, I'm not going to lie to you, I would probably look at getting rid of Nori. So let me know your thoughts on that. We've got Brahim Diaz, again a little bit too expensive I think because he's going to be from the Premier League, so his wages are going to be incredible, but he can play pretty much anywhere on the pitch in an attacking position. Cliver would be great if we were using wingers, so again I'm going to move away from him I think. Tyler Walker, a young striker. We've got Brereton and Washington at the moment coming through, so if I'm going to sign a striker, he's probably going to have to be our new highest rated and best striker. That's the way I'm going to run that. We've got Patrick Bamford, Solanke, Will Grigg, Wilson. This young guy, who I don't know his rating yet. I think he's got 2 or 3 days until we find out his rating. Same with the last few players. But again, maybe an option. Then we've got Scott Hogan. a good striker, and we could bring back Charlie Austin. I think this personally would be a great thing to do, even if it's just on loan to the end of the season. That would be, I think, fantastic. I'd really enjoy that. So let me know your thoughts of that in the comment section below. If I can afford to sign him and people want to see him signed, then again I can always try that as well. But just let me know, because obviously this isn't just my career mode, this is also your guys' career mode, which is why I asked for your help. Cherney, I think, just moved, so I don't think we can sign him. And Woodburn, again, I think I can't sign, but he can play cam and would be a great potential player. So those are the players we're thinking of. But we do have a game against Cardiff before I do anything. So I'm going to sort the Cardiff game out, and then we'll have a proper little look. And I'll maybe give you my 3 or 4 top choices. Let's have a look at the Cardiff game. Okay, guys, game against Cardiff. Home, of course, at Loftus Road. But a couple of changes. First of all, Smithies in goal. Baptiste at left back is the first change because Robinson is knackered, and so is Furlong, so I couldn't even bring him in. Corker, Akpoguma, then Georgian. Hall at CDM. Freeman returns. Freeman is back in the team. He is fit once again, which is fantastic. So him and Luongo in the midfield. Norrie is just behind Brereton and Washington, who have been a deadly partnership as of late. So let's jump in and see how we do against Cardiff. Come on, boys. Okay, guys, here we are at Loftus Road for the first time in a little while. Only the second time this episode, but it is home to Cardiff City. We're using quite a strong team, and obviously the return of Freeman is fantastic. So hopefully we can go away with 3 points here. Come on, boys. Oh, that's a good pass out. Rouse in some space. Georgian does well to keep the cross out, but now we have to keep the corner out. Can we do that? Can we get rid? Oh, it falls into the box. I did not clear that well, but well done, Smithies, getting back with a nice acrobatic save. I should have cleared that way better. Should have just put my foot behind it instead of trying to just pass it out of the box. Just like that. That's a great pass from Luongo. Washington, bit of space to run into. He does get caught though by the fullback. We're going to go back to Luongo, who's going to try the shot. Good block from Demore. We do get ourselves a corner. It's one of our first proper attacks of the half. We've been quite held out of it by Cardiff. They've played very well so far. We're going to try and get it to, is that Freeman, I think? It is. On his left foot. Oh, we couldn't quite get it past the defence. But we do get it down to Washington, who's going to strike it. Oh, it's just wide. That would have been a fantastic chance to get the lead there, because like I said, we've been kind of out of this half so far. Cardiff have outplayed us. It does just been wide. Oh, it's unlucky. Good try from Connor. Potentially the last chance of the half here. Norrie. We're going to find Brereton. I'd like to try and get a shot off with this chance, but we don't, which is disappointing. And maybe they've got the last chance of the half here. Well done, Corker. That is half time. Kind of difficult to describe that half. It was a chance of very few chances, really, both ways. They had a decent chance with a corner that I didn't clear very well, and then I had a decent chance across the goal with Washington, where he just hit it wide. So tricky. I feel like we're in the game though, so that's good. I'm actually going to change Georgian, as you can see there, because he is dead on his feet, and we're going to bring on the not so much more fit Furlong. Or could we maybe play Jolek? You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to play Jolek. He's a little bit more attacking, sure, but I mean, we've got to take these chances right now. Furlong is very tired, and don't forget, in a few days' time, we have our game against Spurs. So, got to try and keep the best players in those positions fit. Okay, we find our new right back, Jolek. Can he do something here? It's a decent pass. Going to keep passing. We find Freeman, edge of the box, who does win as a corner. Those kind of shots at the moment, I'm not getting many of them in, but we're winning set pieces with them, so that's the main thing. Keeps giving us chances. Freeman whips it in. Oh, it's nearly touched in. I don't even know who that was. I think it was Connor Washington. He almost like controlled it past the keeper, but it doesn't quite find its way into the back of the net. But we get it to Norrie, who finds Luongo. We're not going to shoot this time. Luongo. Going to find Jolek there in space. Freeman. Now we're going to try the long shot. Cross goal. Back on himself. Good save by... Oh, is that Lee Camp? Is that actually Lee Camp? I don't know if that's Lee Camp. Who knows? XQPR, potentially. Anyone who knows, let me know in the comment section. Is Cardiff City's keeper Lee Camp? Washington. It's a great little pass to Burton. Cross that goal. Lee Camp again. I'm saying Lee Camp. I'm assuming it's Lee Camp. I don't even know if he's still playing. Jolek. Oh, not quite. Freeman bursting away here. Can he make something? Oh, I should have played that through ball. We do eventually. Nori. We're going to come down to Burton. Surely first time. Tap it. There it is. We do get ourselves the lead. It's against Cardiff. And it's Ben Brereton. We get so lucky there because I saw the pass from Nori and I just didn't play it. And we do eventually. Nori probably could have made his way through and had the effort himself if I played it sooner. But the centre-back was getting back to him. And the layoff was definitely the right choice. Now, I did actually just make 2 subs to try and change things up a little bit. Nori is going. He's going onto the bench for Isaiah Samuel at Cam. And up top, because I thought I needed to change things up a little bit, I actually brought Matt Smith on, who, as most people will know, I'm not the biggest fan of. But, I mean, it's a bit of bulk. It's a bit of something for them to deal with in defence now. So, let's find out. Get it to Luongo. Brereton finds Isaiah Samuel. Can he get a second goal in as many games he can? It's from their kickoff. We win it back so quickly. I think it was Grant Hall who made the interception. And we just power on from there. It's incredible how we did the exact same thing in the last game. And I'm pretty sure it was Isaiah Samuel who scored it last time as well. So credit to them. Great little ball here. Isaiah Samuel just taps it across the goal. Didn't have to have too much power. And it does find the back of the net. His second goal in the season and his second goal in as many games. Well done, Isaiah Samuel. Morrison now back to goal, but he finds Bryson. He's going to play it up to Harris. We've just got to keep him out of the box, which we've been doing pretty well all game, containing them. They do get it in though, and Tomlin scores with a cheeky header. Oh, I've just knocked something off my bed. Tomlin scores with a very, very cheeky header. Good goal from them, to be fair. Bit frustrating to concede, especially with only 5 minutes left on the clock. Hopefully, we can hold out and we can defend this lead. Come on, boys. Not long left. Luongo bursting through. Just stay on the ball. That's all I need him to do right now. We do just about keep it. That's fine. Hall. Going to go back to Luongo. Knock it round a little bit. Find that overlap. Jolek playing really well actually at right back, and Camp comes out to it. If we could have got Smith near that, that could have been a different story. We could have recreated their goal for them. But last chance of the game, I think, here. If we can win the ball back, then I think the ref will blow his whistle. So that's all we've got to try and do, boys. Just get the ball. There it is. There's full time. A massive result. Oh, well done, boys. That felt really, really good. Great to get the win. 2 goals. It would have been nice to keep the clean sheet, but we do get the 2 goals, which is fantastic. My personal man of the match probably has to be Brereton. He did play fantastic. He does get man of the match as well. He did play really, really well. Freeman and Luongo had some great little passing play because I was kind of knocking the ball around the pitch quite a lot. And it felt good. It was good build up, and they did do very, very well. So let's jump in and see how that helps us before our big game. Okay, so we are at the anticipated moment. We are at the home game to Tottenham Hotspurs in the FA Cup. I didn't make any transfers because I want to wait for you guys to let me know. I've shown you obviously earlier on the list of players that we are looking at, and I want you guys to, on this episode, let me know in the comments for sort of final choices who we should be looking at. Now I will show you our budget. It is not very much. We might have to sell a player or two to make something happen, but the starting lineup for the Spurs game: Smithies, Robinson, Corker, Akpaguma and Georgian as our back 5. Hall, Freeman, Luongo, and he has earned a place. Isaiah Samuel is coming on at Cam for Nori, just because Nori, he's not doing it for me right now. I think it's the lack of pace. Neither of them are particularly physical, but Samuel makes up for it a little bit with his speed. And then we've got Brereton and we have Washington up top. Silla does make the bench, but his fitness is about half and he still has the injury, so he's probably not going to feature unless it's absolutely desperate in the last measures of the game. But let's jump in to this very tough game, probably the toughest game so far of this career mode. Okay, here we are for the London derby. As you can see, the FA Cup, we get all the fancy little animations. It's looking good. But we are the home team. We are at Loftus Road, home, of course, to, I nearly said Southampton, to Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, I'm looking forward to this because it means that we've got a big team, and if we can win this, then we get ourselves a good result. Now, you can see there, that is not Lloris. They're not playing their starting keeper. So, potential. Already potential. I'm quite excited to see how Asai Samuel does and how he lives up to starting in this game. But let's jump in to the FA Cup game against Tottenham. I'm just going to let this go across the bottom here. You can see their starting lineup. Although they're not playing Lloris, apart from that, they're playing a pretty darn strong side. Well done, Smithies, including the likes of Harry Kane. So we cannot rest on any kind of laurels here. This is going to be a tough game. Well done, Bright Asai Samuel. Getting back and defending. Doing a good job in that cam position right now. We've got Washington. That's a great little turn. We've got Luongo through here. Come on, Luongo. It's Gazzanigaza. And he gets it past him. Yes, Massimo Luongo. We are 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspurs in the FA Cup. Massive, massive goal from the Aussie. Incredible. The space he had was absolutely unreal. Great little turn. I can't remember if it was Brereton or Washington, but they just held the ball up. Great little turn, and then Luongo found the space. I think that is Connor Washington. So fantastic play from him. And Luongo is able to just power that ball across the goal and find the back of the net. It's the FA Cup. We are 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspurs. We're knocking this round really nicely. Washington with a great ball to Georgian. Can he get it in there? That's a fantastic cross. Luke Freeman on the volley. Doesn't quite get it on target. I was trying to aim it across the goal, but he couldn't quite get it on target. If he did, then that could have potentially been 2-0, which would have been phenomenal, but maybe I should have taken a touch. Oh, that's a cheeky little over-the-top ball here to Sissoko. Now, Robinson has got to stay on, and we don't want this ball getting in the box, and it doesn't. Well done, Jack Robinson. Can we start a counter-attack here? Asai Samuel rinses it past Sanchez. We're going to turn. We're going to find Luongo. We're going to then knock it down to Washington. Oh, it goes behind him. Can he get this shot off? He does. It's 2-0. Queen's Park Rangers 2-0 up in the FA Cup against Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, looking at this team, apart from, like I said, maybe the keeper, this is a starting Premier League team. You know, they've got some phenomenal players here. You know, they haven't got Alderweireld playing, sure, but they have got the likes of Kane, Sanchez, Vertonghen, Wanyama, Heung-min Son. We're doing so well to be 2-0 up. It's a fantastic game so far for us. Washington picks up the loose pass. We find Brereton. Can we get it back to Washington? We can. He's going to try the shot. Good save from Gazzaniga. I said his name so wrong that first time. They've got it in the box here, Sissoko. Every time they get it up... Oh, I've given away a penalty. I was just about to say every time they get the ball up the pitch, I feel a little bit under pressure, which is fair enough against a top team like this. I think a little bit of a soft penalty. I didn't actually press anything, but Robinson kind of committed, and I've just skipped the replay. But never mind. Smithies in real life is a bit of a penalty master, but so is Harry Kane. Can we stop this one? Oh, he hits it wide. I was diving the other way, but Harry Kane from the spot does knock it wide. Not a great penalty. If it was on target in that bottom corner, it would have been in, because like I said, I was going the other way. But we do get a lucky break there. Akpoguma doing so well to win that ball there. And again, we get to build something potentially here. We get a little bit lucky. Washington, it's unlucky. But we do... Oh, we're offside. Oh, wait, no, it's half-time. Oh, man. I look smart. Half-time, boys. 2-0 up. Honestly, I never could have imagined this at half-time or at full-time. I did not imagine going 2-0 up at all against Tottenham in this game. But Washington providing for Luongo, and then Luongo providing for Washington to give us that 2-goal lead. I mean, we're playing some great football right now. I mean, I'm so proud of the boys. Genuinely, we are playing out of our skin. We're playing the game of our lives. I'm not going to make any changes right now. We've got a week until the next game, and this team right now is running house. Let's jump into the second half and keep up this fantastic form. Okay, I've made all 3 of my subs in one go. I wanted to keep some fresh players on the pitch. Asai, Samuel, Grant Hall and Georgian all making way for Nori, Borashuk and Furlong. That was a player. Completely forgot. They bring Ericsson on, which is not good for me. But also Grant Hall picked up a knock, which isn't great, especially after saying how well he's been playing. So hopefully he's not out for very long. I missed their other sub actually as well. Who else? Oh, they just did that. Just that one change. Oh, Kane on... Oh no, it's another penalty. As soon as I saw Ericsson pick that up and our guy just rushed out to him, I could tell it was going to be a pen. Borashuk just taking Ericsson out, which sucks. Definitely a penalty this time. The last one I wasn't overly convinced, but that, I mean, he just wipes him out. Can we do something here? Oh, they're making a change. Ah, bringing on Aurier, so it's a right back. Oh, an odd run. We're going to get across to it. He does save it. Smithies makes the save. That was the weirdest run-up I've ever seen for a penalty in FIFA 18. But we did save it, and that is the main thing there. We keep the clean sheet. Well done, Alex Smithies. Right. Can we do something here? This is extra time now. We get it to Nori. We're going to find Robinson. Let's go across there. We've got Washington. Take our time. Get it to Furlong. Let's find Brereton at the back. Brereton, he gets up to it, but it just goes wide. But who cares? That is the game. We have beat Tottenham Hotspurs 2-0 in the Cup, including, by the way, 2 penalties to Tottenham. One that Kane hit wide and one that Kane decided to run up to like a fool. And then Alex Smithies saved it. Is it this one? It is. What is that? What is that run? What is going on there? But a fantastic save from Alex Smithies. He does so well to keep the clean sheet. And for that reason, he's got to be one of my potential men of the match. Smithies, Luongo and Washington are 100%. All 3 of them playing out of their skin. Massive well done to the boys. And what a fantastic way to round off the 10th episode of this career mode. Okay, so very quickly, a couple of little things to look at here. Jack Williams is back from Wickham, so another little rotation player, along with Eze, who actually in real life is doing phenomenally well for Wickham, so he is back. And Lualua, who he didn't play, has gone back to, I think it was Brighton, I forgot already where he's at, but he has gone back. And Grant Hall is out for 3 weeks. A bit of a blow for us, but again, he should be back relatively soon. Okay, so to round this episode off, we're going to have a little look through. I'm going to just scroll through these players so you guys can have a little look at potential people to buy. Now, as much as I said I'd like to, Austin might be a little bit out of our price range. We have approximately £2 million in transfer and £50,000 in our wages. So that's worth bearing in mind. I mean, like I said, there are people that we can potentially sell or people that we can potentially offer to make some of these people options. But you guys need to kind of decide whether the players we've got are good enough. Maybe we start a youth system. I don't know what you guys think we should do. But do let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if we can smash 10 likes again, then I will be absolutely ecstatic. And maybe I can get the whole of the transfer window done in the next video. Which is very, very achievable. But I just want to know that you guys want to see it, of course, because it just helps me, it helps the channel, and we're actually getting very, very close to our 10,000th view on this channel. Before this video comes out, I'm on just under 9,000, which is incredible the way it shot up. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched any of my videos. It's greatly appreciated. But for now, boys, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. You've all been amazing as always. I cannot wait to power on through with this career mode. I'm having so much fun. I'm really, really enjoying it. But I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this. Again, you're all amazing. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. And of course, look after yourselves. See you later, boys.